let's define what clubs are for the purpose of running optimal game. Clubs are a ton of fun if you're willing to throw down for bottle service and you're in a major market like LA, Vegas, Miami, New York City, Paris, London, Milan. If you're or Dubai, if you're in a smaller city that doesn't have a modeling industry, you're probably better off avoiding most clubs because they're lame, hard to operate in, unless you're really tall, good-looking Chad. The clubs I'm talking about are designed specifically for bottle service. If you walk into a place like Rasputin in LA or in Paris, there's a small bar at the front. No one cool is ever at the bar. Everyone is at their table, and the tables take up 90% of the venue because that's where the party is happening. But in a majority of the US cities, you can go to a club without buying a table. These places are like big bars. They're loud. You'll have a dance floor. You'll typically see a big groups of girls in bachelorette parties and big groups of guys. The San Diego gas lamp corridor is littered with these places. I think they suck and they're ghetto and they're very hard to operate out of because you can't run verbal game and girls come in big groups, making it harder to isolate and pull. So for the purpose of this conversation, consider anything that's not a pure bar and not a pure bottle service club a hybrid. And the reason why these kinds of hybrid models exist in smaller markets is because they don't have big enough spenders to support a bottle service only venue. In a city like New York or Paris, you have enough guys, you have enough promoters, you have a fashion, entertainment, modeling industry where you can have a place that's going to be a minimum of a couple $1,000s per table. But there's not a lot of guys who can afford that in a night out in a place like Scottsdale, even though there's a lot of money there. It just doesn't have a big enough market. So the best way to utilize these clubs that I'm talking about in these major metropolitans and cities is to bring hot girls with you. Have a table, throw a party, leverage that situation to meet even more cute girls.